about to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see.
Good evening, happy Friday night. Hopefully you can see us. We might just need to change the camera angle, but bear with us 1 second. There we go.
How's that? Is that any better? Hopefully you can see us, hopefully you can hear us.
Good evening everyone. If you can just confirm that you can see and hear us, that would be absolutely great. Got plenty of people in the comments, so thanks everyone for joining us. That's brilliant. Jules has been playing with his gadgets again.
Hopefully to bring the experience to you guys, make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But we shall see. It could all crash. We might not even be on yet. I don't know. Who knows?
So we'll let people drop in and just check that it's all going to work. But yeah, Jules has been trying some new things out with his software, which to be fair, it sort of worked fairly well. But hopefully it's going to work. So we'll see how we're going. That we can only cross our fingers and hope. So, there's a bit of buffering. It's buffering like mad.
There's a lot of buffering.
And lagging. Buffering and lagging.
Well, we can only try. That is down to the internet. Hopefully that is nothing I've done.
I don't know, George. You've got so much open. It's probably why.
Well, I don't think so, because this is all running off the same thing. So.
Right, so we've still got lagging and buffering going on. Right, we might have to, I don't know, is there anything you can do?
Not now it's gone live.
Right. Well, we'll see how we get on. Other people can see and hear, and a bit of buffering. And Ian says a bit of buffering as well. So
we will try our
we'll
best.
see what happens. We'll see what happens, and hopefully it'll work. So thanks everyone that's joined us. It's absolutely great that people have dropped in. We've got plenty to go through tonight. It should be we've got a couple of little entertaining bits, haven't we? So that should be good. So what have we been up to? Well, obviously we had Easter weekend. We were out in the garden for most of it. I know we weren't away, which you all wanted to be, but we had good weather, so that was an absolute bonus. Jules managed to appropriate some fence paint, so you've been out with that.
Fence is all painted, nice new colour, so yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, and just going into our prizes that we gave away last week, it's been absolutely brilliant because it was Susan that won the Summers Wood prize, and when we got in touch with Summers Wood, Angie has very, very kindly also given Anne Brooks 2 free nights. So that is a massive thank you to Summers Wood. They've given both the ladies 2 free nights, so thank you so much. Now we've realised that Jeff hadn't received his trunk from Collapse, so Jeff has received it now, and I think we've got a picture of Jeff with his trunk. If you just bear with us, we'll find that. He was very excited to receive it. I think we've had that footage today. So whereabouts is Jeff with his trunk? That's stand by. No, have you lost it?
Yeah, bear with me.
Jules got so excited with his footage, he doesn't know where everybody is.
I've had to change everything last second, so...
We've jigged it around a bit, so to speak. So, maybe we'll have to come back to Jeff with his trunk. I know we all want to see Jeff with his trunk, but not to worry, we'll come back and find it. We also had a picture from Howard and his wife. Howard, last weekend, had a few sherbets, I think, so I'm sure we can find Howard.
I've got Howard.
Here we go. There we go. Look, there's Howard with his Easter sherbets. No, never mind Easter eggs. He hit the booze. And yes, Jules has had a haircut. It looks very nice. It's very short as usual. This is our money saving scheme really, because
we always do it.
Yeah, it's just so much cheaper just to shave your hair off. It's the future. I haven't done it yet, but I've still got to dye mine because mine looks horrendous. But I will get to that. So
to put our little,
I must do that.
Our little Here We Toe logo in. There we go.
Oh yeah, we have upgraded the software as well. We've now very kindly, thanks to Rob, and Gail, we've got this software now for the next month.
And I've
so
been
that's
playing,
brilliant.
and it says now excellent connection. So hopefully,
Oh, good. Hopefully we're all up and running now. So unfortunately, Jules hasn't been able to find. Why can't we find? Where's Jeff gone? He's disappeared. But in the meantime, we'd also just like to say that in exciting news, our channel's had 1 million views now, which that is really good. 1 million views. So thanks for everyone that's sat and watched.
Brilliant.
Yeah, really, we couldn't believe it. Yeah, 1 million views. So that was exciting news. Another thing I've discovered now. We did the Twitter this week, the Twitter lives. So people that watched those heard all about the weird man that we had at our door, which I won't, unless you want to hear about the weird man at our door, I won't relive that one, but we had a weird man at our door this week. And also, I've discovered a really weird thing. So what we'll do is we'll just go through a couple of the comments, and then I'll go through this really weird thing, and we'll see if it works for you guys as well, because it's really weird. So let's just see what the comments are saying, Jules.
Right. Let's give a few shout outs, because we've been a bit slow from the start. So Howard B, Gary Wilson, who were here extremely early, thank you very much. VW Adventures. We've got Ali Faith, Crafty Caravanners, Rog Venomator, Mac13. So I think I've said Crafty Caravanners. Top Notch, thanks for joining us. Susan Hartley, Eileen McKay. Oh, and we've got a warning again saying that it's going into overdrive. Eileen McKay, Howard Palin, Nick Alfrey. Again, thank you for joining us. Should I stay or should I tow now? Claire Kelman, and Andy Wild, Anne Brooks.
All the usual suspects.
Rob Forrest, thanks for joining us. Mike Privet, thanks for joining us.
Mike did some hot cross buns that he sent us actually as well for Easter.
Missed that one. Yeah. Good evening everyone from the gorgeous and sunny Outer Hebrides.
Yeah, Andrew's actually had some really nice weather for a change up there, and we've had rain today. We've had belting weather, and then today the heavens have opened.
Gavin,
so we've been
Bob
inside.
McKay, Howard B. I think we're about there. Jeanette Jones, Stephen Williams.
Top Notch, yeah.
Said that. Lloyd, good evening, and Yvonne, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully Yvonne's with
Tony
him.
Marsh, Anne Shirley, Linda Leedham.
And Richard Harrison. Now, Richard sent me some lovely pictures, not me personally, but here we tow, and we'll show you some pictures in a bit. We've had some lovely photos this week. I've been most cheered up.
If I can find them.
If we can find them, yeah. You've probably hidden them with Jeff.
Did I see the Collapse Boys and Girls Posh Cats? Sorry if I'm missing anybody out. It's not deliberate. It's just whenever anybody writes, it jumps all over the place. So it's DRB.
Yeah, their first time joining us. It's normally much more smoother than this. We've just had some technical issues. So.
Stuart Lewis.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So, brilliant. This really weird thing. Now, I need you all to participate in this and see what you find, right?
Oh, here we go.
No, this is so weird. So if you get your right leg and just put it out a bit and turn your right foot clockwise in circles. So circle clockwise with your right foot. Yep, we're all doing it now. So there we go.
Don't fall over.
Circling round. You have to stand up. Circle round clockwise with your right foot. With your right hand, draw the number 6 in the air. It should be the other way around for you. So circling round to the right clockwise and do the number 6 in the air. And what happens to your foot? It was so weird. And on the Twitter, everybody said that theirs did it as well. Oh, Gavin's dropped in. Nice to see Gavin.
Sid Lewis is here.
So, yeah, if you've done it and you're all sat there doing it now, there's now like 70 people all sat twiddling the foot. It should go the other way, which was just so... Well, I don't know. It's obviously to do with the neurology, maybe. So, yeah. So, there we go. So, hopefully that worked for you and it's one to share with your family. It's a great party trick. So, there we go. So, what else have we got to report? Well, we've got a few exciting bits. Oh, Mike's there. Some posh cats, my slipper fell off. Well, that's probably one consequence, but that's not quite what we were looking for, Trev. But that's really good. But yeah, basically, your foot goes the other way.
Mr. Bell's just joined us.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, David.
Brilliant.
Martin Johnson and the Johnsons. Trev and Sue.
Yeah, super. Well, there's plenty of people dropping in from all over the place. we've also, this week, as well as been twiddling our right foot, we've been...
And drawing sixes in the air, falling over.
Yeah, it's always a fun, is that? We've, the Camping and Caravanning Club have been in touch and asked if we will host a quiz for them on their Facebook page. So for those of you that are at a very loose end tomorrow night, if you would like to join us, we will be on the Camping and Caravanning Club Facebook page, and Jules has just got a picture up there. So Camping and Caravanning Club Facebook page, we will be doing a live quiz on there at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So if you are at a loose end, and especially if it's an earlier time, if you've got children, it's child-friendly quiz, will be there. They're not my questions, because my questions are something that a 5-year-old could answer. These questions are a bit more difficult, I thought. But yeah, so we're going to be there if you want to join us for a bit of fun.
So do come over, head over if you're at a loose end. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, we'll see you there. It'd be good. So there we go.
Pat your head.
So
people are talking about tummies
people
and
obviously find it. Yeah, it's weird that I found when I did it to the right and did the number 6, my foot then went round anti-clockwise.
Tony's saying that Cheryl's foot and hand aren't connected. Fair enough.
Well, yeah, maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe people can do it differently. What else have we got to report? Well, quite entertainingly, the other week when obviously Claps gave us a discount code for this week for the flexi pipes. However, Dave Fannin of Collapse has very, very kindly produced an exercise video with his equipment. So if you happen to be the proud owner of some Collapse goods, then you might be able to do this video. Now, Jules has put his own music to it.
Well, I'll try. I'll see if this works now. We'll see if this works. So let's see if I can get this to work.
So there we go. There we go. Well done, Dave.
Let's have a round of applause.
Let's have a round of applause for Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. That certainly entertained me, and hopefully you could hear the music to it. We had to edit that, didn't we? Because
because
we weren't allowed to play with the copyright.
Using my subscription music rather than the music that was on there. So
I think
let's try and find something appropriate. I hope you enjoyed.
I think Dave's been absolutely worrying himself senseless all day because I told him something was coming, but I didn't tell him what. So just goes to show what amazing workout equipment the Collapse stuff is. So I'm hoping maybe with the flexi pipes you could do your own little workout. That'll keep you out of trouble. So brilliant. So thanks for that.
Martin Sanderson, thank you very much for joining us. Raymond Porter, right about the hand foot thing, and Kenny Ritchie's. Can I get a shout out? So there you go. There's your shout out. Thank you for joining us. Let's stick it up there as well. Oh, that one.
Yeah, Dave says he's got to go now. It's been a long day. Yeah, you've got to stay around, Dave. We've got more for you yet. You're not allowed to leave the room whatsoever. Well done, Dave, on his Collapse workout. And their 7-in-1s have launched and done really well, haven't they? So that's been great.
Yeah, seem to be doing really well with that. Yeah. So anybody that supported them, thank you so much, because that's really, really pushing them forward with everything that they're doing. So. And
then we've had we've had some really good entries, because this week obviously we're judging the BBQ Cookoff, and we've had 17 entries, and they have been pretty good, haven't they? We've had some really good photos, some a lot better than some of the others, and we had a guest judge, because it had to be fair, because the prize that Isabella have very kindly donated is a high value prize, so we wanted it to be fair. And it's the folding kitchen. I think that deserves a noise, Jules. It's the folding kitchen. So, thank you, Jules. So we have enlisted the help of an independent judge, and that was Sid Lewis. Now, many of you will know Sid. You'll have met him in person. You'll have seen him at Tora Fest.
So we did some high-tech judging earlier.
Yeah, here we are.
Showing the entries.
Here we are. So this is our high-tech judging. The way we did it was Jules was on a FaceTime to Sid and Anne, and we showed them all the pictures of all the entries. And then Sid wrote down his... look, they're even laughing. They're laughing at that dish. Look at Sid. He's never seen anything like it. Look at him laugh.
Does anybody recognise that dish?
Yeah.
If you're on...
If that's your dish.
Shout it out.
Yes. Look at Sid's face. You gave him a proper laugh. So we showed Sid all the dishes and he gave them mark out of 10. And we came up with, obviously, a winner. Now, the winner will be getting the Isabella Folding Kitchen. And then we've got 2 runner-up prizes for second and third place. Don't get too excited. And they've been kindly donated by...
So there's going to be a bit of a...
Is that a drum roll?
That's a drum roll.
There'll be a drum roll. And the second and third prizes have been donated by PLS, which is Pennine Leisure Supplies. And they're based in the north. And they have donated... Have you got the bottles? They've donated these. These are collapsible water bottles. Not from Collapse, from Pennine Leisure. So collapsible water bottles, as you can see there. So we've got 1 each for third and second prize.
There are several different colours, so we'll see what we get.
Yeah.
But that was the orange one, because that was the brightest. I thought that looked well.
So there we go. So what we'll do is...
Are you going to talk about the next prize?
No, we'll do that after the... We'll do that after the entries.
I've got it here.
I know, but we'll come back to it, because otherwise people get confused. We need to see the entries. Let's fire on with the entries. So... We've done these in alphabetical order, just to make it easier for Jules. So,
thank you, it's ours.
Yeah, so, is that, yeah, yes, Anne, that's right. That was your dish that Sid was laughing at. Sid, we've been caught out. So, I don't know whether Sid's made it on tonight or not. Hopefully he has.
Yeah, he was here, he said hello earlier.
Oh, super. So, let's start with the first entry. So,
so much going on.
Yeah.
Normally I just sit here. I don't have to do anything.
I know, you've got responsibilities. So,
right, are we ready?
Yeah.
And if you recognise a dish, then shout out, only if you want to.
Well, I'm going to say who.
All right, okay, there we go. First one's first.
This was in the cooking stage. Now, this is Alison Richardson's attempt. Now, this is to prove that she did cook it herself. And here is her finished effort. And this was some sort of chorizo. Chicken and chorizo pie she made it into with some herby mash and vegetables. So that was a good effort there from Alison. Next, we had...
Round of applause.
Okay.
Right, next.
Next, this is Andy Wild. Now, Andy sent this in a little bit later after we'd actually done the judging and we had closed the judging, but a good effort there. Now, this is a paella, as we can see, and it's cooked in a Kadak dish. So well done there, Andy. Now, these pictures. Oh, wait till you see these bad boys. Now, this, are you ready, Jules? This is Bob Earnshaw and Jenny, and there they are, showing off in the motorhome. They made salmon with salad and a jacket potato. So that was the first shot of them there, enjoying their dinner. There's a bit closer. And look at that, how posh. They've even got like a bread roll. Now, that is posh. Now, Bob, also showing off even more, he's got his Lambrini out. There he is. Look at Jenny's face. She's like, Bob, is this Lambrini? He stuck a sticker over it. So there we go. They had a proper night out, did Bob and Jenny. So thank you for your entry. Next, we then have... Where are we going? We have an entry here from the Collapse team. Now, we've got quite a barbecue going on here. We've got a variety of meat produce, which obviously has been marinated and seasoned.
I'm looking, I'm thinking a little bit of maybe pork belly there, some chicken, some sort of steak.
And some flames.
And some pork steaks.
Right, and next but not least, we've then got Crafty Caravanners. Now, this is the proof that they've cooked it and proof that they've made it. Look at those. fiery chili, ketchup and mustard hot dogs.
Sponsored and endorsed by Heinz.
Yeah. Yeah. Product endorsement of Heinz. The next one now, this is from Gary Brooks. This is the one Sid was obviously enjoying looking at. It's I'm sure it tasted nice. It was spicy pork with rice and vegetables. It was a stir-fry dish.
I'd say it's probably one of those dishes that doesn't look overly appealing.
I bet it tasted
really
nice.
Tasty.
Yeah. So good work there. Jeff's been at it and he's made some sausages and some chicken and then he served it up there with his vegetable rice. So, yeah, a good effort in the kitchen because he doesn't have a barbecue. Lost Weekends. Now, Phil and Juliet, they've done a proper northern dish. Look at this, proper northern
hearty
dish.
Meal.
We've got wedges, a burger and corn on the cob, but they've got those like things that you stick in the end. I don't even know what they're called.
Cobettes.
You just made that up.
Cob holders.
Proper northern dish. Look at that. So fantastic.
Top effort.
Next, we've got, now this is Steve's daughter Lucy, and she made some cinnamon swirls. And she actually made a vlog of this on their YouTube channel, and it put us to shame, if I'm honest. It was an excellent vlog, so definitely worth a watch. So there we go. And she then later glazed those. That was in the cooking stage. So brilliant work. Well done, Lucy. We were really impressed with those. And then next,
Mr. Cooper.
Mark Cooper. He's managed to knock up a spicy spaghetti bolognese. We've got fresh tomato on there and chilli. So that's a good effort, that, Mark. Quite impressed.
You need a sharper knife, Mark.
Mark's actually quite good at cooking.
He is.
Our next entry. Now this was impressive. This is Martin Sanderson, and this is part of the cooking stage. Obviously, he's done a rotisserie joint of beef.
If you weren't hungry before, you probably are now.
Yeah, and the next picture, I think, is it there. Look at that. That's it actually being cooked, and then when you see it, that's impressive. Look how well he's got the pink there. So good work there, Martin. We were quite impressed by that. Next, we then come to...
This is Mike Privet.
Yeah, Mike. We've got... I think he had two dishes, did Mike? He's done a... Was it a Stilton and broccoli risotto, and then a plum crumble and custard. So very posh. We had 2 courses round at Mike's. Very good. So again, cooked in the kitchen because he didn't have a barbecue. So good work there, Mike. Next, we've got Becky from Mum on a Mission. She's gathered together some animals from the garden, I think, and put them on a spit roast. So we've got chicken. And I must say, it looks very good. She's done a very good job there. They've got
nice juicy chicken.
Yeah,
there.
They look really good. So that was her Easter meal, I believe. So well done on those. And next... these were brilliant. This is Richard and Sue. So first of all, we've got the Caddock out, and we've got the dog guarding the Caddock, which is Fudgy's trick.
Waiting for the barbecue drop off for some tidbits.
I really like this picture because look at that. Sue's actually sat out in the chair, the coachman in the background, door open. It's like they're actually away. I am so envious.
This is the food.
And this is what they made. So we've got steak and some sort of chipped potatoes, I believe, salad. So yeah, I just loved the scene that was set there on that one though. So thank you for that. Now we've got Rob Forrest.
Now this is quite a technical dish, as I know on a cob.
Yeah. Rob's done well. We've got some salmon, we've got some halloumi, I think, is it?
Yeah,
and we've got courgette. So very healthy, and he's really got to grips with his cob after sort of a bit of a practice attempt on his first go. So well done there, Rob.
And then he spoilt it.
And then he put he put veg with it. He's just ruined it. So yeah, no, very good. The next one's Sally and Rob. Now, these can't be entered into the competition because they were actually cooked earlier last year when they were on site. But we still wanted to show them because they're cracking dishes. So we've got 1, we've got 2, and then we've got a really nice fry up. Look at that.
Now that makes me hungry.
Yeah, Sid liked the look of that one, didn't you, Sid? So well done, guys. And then we move on to Steve. Now this is little Lucy's dad, and he just made that. So thankfully I had Lucy on his team. But yeah, so Steve's made a sausage, egg, bacon, cheese. Well, I'd say
bacon,
muffin,
sausage,
but it's a
egg,
bap.
and cheeseburger.
Bap. A breakfast bap. So, yeah, good work, Steve.
And then from our northerly contingent.
Yeah, well.
This is the before.
This is before, which is hot cross bun bread and butter pudding by Yvonne and Lloyd. And here it is cooked. Sid pointed out it was burnt, which we did chuckle, but we're sure it probably tasted very nice.
I said caramelised.
Yeah, and I said it had what Jules calls a crust on it.
But anybody who cooks bread and butter pudding knows that you've got to have a bit of crisp to it, otherwise it's just a bit wet.
So yeah, that was pretty good.
So they're all the entries.
Yeah, those are the entries.
Are we going to announce the winner?
Yes.
Who?
I mean, who? Yeah, I was going to say who thinks they know who the winner might be. But so what we've done? Well, we need to go for third place. I'll point. Right, hold on. Whoa, down. Oh, here. Okay, so this is third place, and this place will win one of the Pennine Leisure Supplies collapsible bottles. So
if I hit the wrong picture, bear with me. But this one.
There we go. So the one above, it's little Lucy, who...
Well, it's the same.
Yeah, there we go.
Winner.
So well done, Lucy. We just thought, after watching her vlog, she did such a great effort. Give her a round of applause, Jules.
Round of applause. There we go.
Brilliant. Well done. So we'll sort that out with your dad. If you're still up, you might be in bed, I don't know. The next prize goes to... Find it. There we go. Now, this actually, on a serious note, Sid did deliberate for quite some time over this.
It was a close call between second and first place.
They both got a 9 out of 10, but we'll come to why this one came second. So here's second. It's Martin's beef. And the reason it only came second was because Sid would have liked to have seen more seasoning and rub applied to that joint. He's very technical. But that was, so well done.
That's why he's a judge.
Yeah. Well done, Martin. We'll sort out your prize as well. I think a round of applause.
Get even more.
Right. Now, this is the winning dish. And this went on the grounds
This could be controversial.
It could be. But I'd like to point out, Sid did not know who any of these entries were, as Sid will tell you. Let me just find that,
because he has said...
I wasn't laughing at your dish, Gary. You were, Sid. We've got a photo.
There we go. This is what Sid said earlier.
I didn't know who cooked what. Just judged by the photos.
And just put the photos on there. So I left it at the top so he didn't have a clue who'd cooked what.
Yeah.
It was totally impartial.
Yeah, and the reason this one was because he said they'd obviously spent a bit of time preparing this dish beforehand. Here we go.
I'm going to go another drum roll.
Oh.
More drum rolls. I've got to get my money's worth.
Build it up.
And there we go. This is the winner.
There we go. Collapse have won. They've won. They've given us all those great prizes and they've won a prize themselves. And as I say, it was totally down to Sid. Even now, Sid won't know. He only is just finding out with you guys who won. So, well done, Collapse. Sid did say he could tell you spent a lot of time.
Take a bow.
Preparing, you know the word, marinating. I don't know. For me, you just throw it on the barbecue. So there we go. So brilliant. Well done. We'll be in touch with you, Dave. I'm I think a worthy winner. So thank you everyone that did send us a dish. Absolutely brilliant. So we'll just catch up with the comments. Obviously,
starting to throw some up.
Steve's very pleased that Lucy's been watching. She's over the moon. Brilliant. No, well done, Lucy. That was absolutely brilliant. You did a really good job.
Credit where it's due.
Really good. Yeah, you did a better job than I could have done.
Well done.
So yeah, really, really well done. And David Bell saying, well done. Oh, you brought it up. Proper barbecue. Yeah, even Lloyd and Yvonne a clapping look. So well deserved. Yeah, they were really good dishes. You collapse. What? Yeah, guys, you don't even know you've entered, but you did. Do you remember it? Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think they're worthy winners, and everyone's sort of it's totally fair. So brilliant, really, really pleased for you. So
thank you so much to everybody that participated. It's made this live what it is.
17
with
entries.
All the pictures, and hopefully everybody feels a part of it because you've all done a cracking job.
Yeah,
trying to keep chipper in these times and staying outside, cooking, doing what we do best, caravanning and everything outdoors. It's fantastic. So it's still good to see that everybody's still got that community spirit.
And that's it. Going. And as I've said, I will be sorting a meetup out. Oh, has your camera just died? Oh, stand by, everyone. Stand by. We just had another technical issue, so bear with me a minute. Oh, I'm going to change your battery, I think. Yeah, Jules will just change your battery around. It won't be a second. That's the problem when you've got a fancy camera. Oh, wow, it's now on the phone. How cool's that? So, yeah, bear with us, guys, and we'll get you back on. So, yeah, I'm really pleased for Collapse. That's absolutely brilliant. You definitely deserve it, so well done. And we're back on the main camera now. There we go. Thanks for that, Jules. So, yeah, I'll just open my can a second. There we go. So thanks to everyone that did enter, and I am going to do a proper meet-up, and we can actually all get together, and Dave can now put on a full barbecue for everyone with his fancy Isabella folding kitchen. So thanks to Isabella as well. That was really generous, and we appreciate that. So what have we got coming up next week, Jules?
Well...
Jules hasn't got a clue. We can still hear you, don't worry. Yeah, I thought you'd still be able to hear me, David. You know me.
Let's have a look. So next week we're
going back to bingo.
Oh, what am I bringing up here?
Right.
You want about prizes or the bingo board?
Should we do the board first?
Let's have a look at the board.
Next week, because the bingo was hours of fun, and we had some really good fun and prizes, we're going to do bingo again next Friday. Now, Carla, bless her, has designed this, which is the Here We Bingo card. Now, what we're going to do is you can either make your own bingo cards again, or you can download this card. And is that going to be in our description for the live, after the live?
Yes, the link is in the description. If you go to, I think it says newsletter. If you go to the newsletter, click on the link, then underneath the link, I was going to bring it up, but I'm getting too technical. I'm starting to blow everything up here. So I think I better need to get to grips with the software before I go too technical, because I was going to bring it all in and show you the websites and things like that. However, it's just easier to say the link's down there. Click on the big blue link that says bingo boards.
Yeah, so you can either use the bingo card and the instructions on it as well that Carla's done, so thanks for that, down below, or make your own with the same rules as before, which was 9 boxes by 3 boxes, 15 numbers altogether, all under 90. And again, once you've done your cards, can you email them to herewetow@yahoo.com? So I've got your cards if you want to be included in the prizes. Because prizes, what have we got? We've got, first of all...
We've got in touch with...
Life's a Breeze. Now, they were at the show in February, and they're the ones that have a big stand that have
all the flags
and the wind socks.
The LED lights that go up
LED lights on flagpoles.
All that sort of stuff.
All that sort of stuff. Sorry, do you want to bring it up again a little bit? Or
that one.
So that's Life's a Breeze. And they've got a really good website as well. Do you know what's funny? I've never been into these LED flagpole things. I'm sure if you have, put it in the comments, because was it Sue Upson that had them at Longley at Christmas? And you know what? I actually thought it was awesome. It was so chavvy. It was awesome, and
I used it to be able to find my way back from the washing block.
From the wash block, and I did actually think at that point that I thought we could actually get one of those and chav ours up a bit. So we might do that. But so Life's a Breeze.
I think it's this one is what they're giving as a prize.
And their prize now this. Pardon me. Those of you that like a drink or like that, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's a fleecy blanket. So that is what they've donated to us. Which we'll sort out getting out as well. So that's one of our bingo prizes. The other bingo prize is from, who are you going to go for next? PLS. We are going to give away 2 more of the collapsible bottles as one prize. So 2 bottles for one prize from PLS. And we've also got, in exchange for us doing the Facebook Live for
I've only got the post.
All right. doesn't matter. In exchange for us doing the Camping and Caravanning Club Facebook Live tomorrow, they're going to give us a free membership for somebody. So brilliant, a free membership. So if you're not a member of the Camping and Caravanning Club, you soon could be. So that's it. So those are the prizes for next week for bingo. Martin says Jane's excited already for the bingo.
So thank you to everybody, all the companies that have got involved
Yep.
And participated in donating a prize. That is absolutely overwhelming. Thank you. Good.
I might even try and get some more prizes. I don't know.
I've got to say as well, a big thank you to my wife.
Oh, that's me.
For all the emails that have been sent. She has been sending out emails and obviously getting a lot of email responders back because there's a lot of people that are not at work at the moment, but trying our best to do what we can.
Yeah, we are trying our best,
just to keep it all going.
And also what we're going to do is for the bingo next week, because people are raising funds for the NHS, which we've not done anything yet. And all I'm going to say is I have set up a Just Giving page, which, have you got the link for that, Jules?
Is this going to blow me up though? I'm gonna try it.
I don't know. Don't blow yourself up. What are you going to do?
I might lose everything.
Right, don't do it.
I'm going to lose it all.
Oh, don't, Jules.
Okay, I'm not.
No, don't. No, it's going to blow everything up.
No,
go back.
Up.
In the description below, there is a link to a Just Giving page that I've set up. It's a Here We Tow one. If you want to play bingo, if you would like to donate just £2, that's £1 a game. It's for the NHS charity, then you're more than welcome to do so. It's certainly by no means any form of name or shame or anything like that, and you don't have to contribute because people have given so much over the last few weeks. But we just we just wanted to do it for if people wanted to contribute next Friday, and that link again is in the description below this. So that is the plan for next week. Because I'm looking forward to the bingo. Hopefully we won't have any fraudsters and fakes, and Gareth will actually know if he's won a line or not, because I'm still chuckling. Gareth gave me an absolute giggle last week.
It was a chuckle. It
was not average. So that is our plan for next Friday at 8 o'clock. So yes, that's that. So what flappy things? Is that, are you on about the prizes? Yeah, yes, the flappy things. Yeah, the flappy things. That's what they... Do you know what people do though? They love those socks, wind socks.
Cheers, Ian.
They do make a noise.
There's the link.
Oh.
You can't click on that. You can click on the comment one, but the link is there that Ian's put in for us.
Yeah. So, yeah. And just having a look at, Captain Tom over 20 million. Wow. Do you know what? That is pretty impressive. And I must say, well, what can I say? Good on him. And it goes to show you though, doesn't it? Like, even at that, no matter what that old chap's been through, bless him, and he must have been through some stuff in his time, he's got out and he's done that. And I just think, good on you. He's raised more than anybody else has. Any celebrity, anybody at all, and bless him, he's done this. We were watching him doing his laps, weren't we?
Brilliant. And and humble as well. He's asked for an amount. It doesn't matter what that is. No. And he's succeeded. He's blown it out the water.
Yeah,
it just goes to show, everybody coming together in this time.
See, this is what I sometimes think about though. Like, bearing in mind years ago, like when the war happened, and Gary will know about this. When the war happened, during the war, when they went to war, and all those young men, some of them even lied about their ages so they could go to war. They were like kids. And I think now, if we had that call up, how many of the young people would be like rushing forward to sign up? I do wonder. I don't know. They're struggling to sit on the sofa, some of them. So what's the chance of them putting on a uniform and going out to fight the war? I dread to think. Probably zero. So, yeah. It'd be the old folk like Tom that would be going back out again, bless him.
Bless her. Eileen, thank you. That is very kind.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, that would be really good, Eileen. Yeah, that would be super.
I put up Linda's comment, black pudding sticks.
Oh, yeah.
I read it as black pudding and I was like, oh, yeah, yum. And then I put the comment up and then I realised that you meant actually dog treats.
Yeah.
I've got some black pudding.
Yeah, Fudge loves those black pudding treats.
He goes mad for
We
those.
have got some black pudding because we were meant to be doing a fry-up, weren't we, today on the cob outside for breakfast, and unfortunately it's poured down here, so we've not had any breakfast. Well, we did have breakfast. I had cereal.
There's a fake crafty caravanners on here now.
Oh, God, they're after you now. Tell you what. Oh, there's a fake us.
There's a fake us at Here We Toe.
Do we need earplugs? Well, quite possibly you will do if I start laughing again like I did last time. So, yeah. But I'll go through comments. I mean, I mean, at the moment, Tom should get a knighthood, yeah. Our dog ate a full one today. And Phil and Juliet as well. They're doing a fundraiser for one of Juliet's fleece rugs.
Yeah, one of her self-knitted.
Yeah, because she normally enters one of those in the raffles, doesn't she?
They've got the live on Sunday, I believe. Please, Phil, Juliet, tell me if I'm wrong. I thought it was Sunday coming up, so stick it in the comments.
And Anne says Gary joined up at 15. See, this is it. People they told lies. Well, I joined the police when I was 22, but I was 9 before I joined the police because I did my...
He's asleep.
Yeah, he's asleep in the fudges. We had a fudge cam, didn't we?
We did the other day for Twitter.
We had a fudge cam, and it won't reach for him in the kitchen. He was back here in the garden behind me, so we had him on the fudge cam. But yeah, 15. It's like when I did my A levels and then went to uni.
O levels.
And no, there were A levels, darling. I'm not that old. Well, I feel it sometimes. And then I joined the specials. I was a special before
Very special.
I joined up. Well, I wanted to see what it was like. In fact, if my dad's on, I don't know if my dad's on. Are you still on, Dad, or have you gone to bed now? But yeah, so I joined the specials, and I was a special for a couple of years while I was at uni. And then I said to my dad, "Yeah, Dad, I want to join the police." Oh, my dad, he was not impressed. He'll say on here he was, but he wasn't. He was like, and then I was in America. I joined, put my application in. I went on holiday, and I was in America. And the letter came through to the house. And again, I was 22 then, and I asked my dad to open it for me and tell me if I got in, and I did. Oh, I was so excited. But then I had a really good service actually, and I think my dad was pretty proud in the end. Yeah,
I was a special too.
Yeah, you're still special. So yeah, but yeah, are you still with us, Dad, or have you had an incident in your kitchen? I don't know. But yeah, I think that was it.
Captain Tom has been awarded the freedom of the town of Keighley. Okay.
Is that where he's from, Lloyd? I didn't even realise. I didn't even look at where he was based, to be honest. Surely he's not being awarded the freedom of Keighley.
Stand by.
Oh, my dad. I'm on. Whoa, my dad's back.
Here's the plug for the live.
What's this plug for?
Last weekend, Sunday the 26th of April.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We did a test the other day. A time would have been good though, Phil, so people could put it in the diary.
Is it 6 o'clock, Phil, or?
I think it was.
And Phil joined the Coldstream Guards at 19. Yeah. Fake crafty caravanners has deleted their message now. Oh, hello, Karina's dad. Yes, hi, Dad. How are you? Hopefully you're all right. I'm in touch with my dad daily. He's quite entertaining, to say the least. But yeah, there he is. Yeah, just saying what you thought, Dad, when I joined the police. You were well excited, weren't you? Yeah, but it's
just a shame Keith has gone a little bit downhill.
Yeah. There's David Bell from Keighley as well.
Looks like it.
Yeah,
looks like it. He's only gone up the road.
Yeah. Born and bred even. Yeah, you don't want to be bred. Yeah. So no, that was my dad. He was quite excited about it all. And then, that was the only job I ever did. And then, and then we left the. Well, I can go into it if you want some boring story about what we did, because, I joined the police from university.
You're looking at me as if I know.
You know, and then you joined. How old were you?
I was. I think I was 19.
19?
I worked for a Reaver Bus and Coach on Whitehall Road. As an apprentice. Went to Huddersfield Tech, doing parts and mechanicking. And then that was after working in a pizza shop and KFC when I was after school.
That's where he learnt all these cooking skills.
I wasn't actually big then. I was quite thin.
You've not been thin since I've known you.
No, this was before the police.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
So,
yeah.
And then I went, and then I got, then I got into the regulars.
And then we decided. Well, it was really weird how it happened, how we left, and how we started the caravanning. Really, because we'd started looking, hadn't we, for a caravan? Because we used to spend a fortune going abroad, and it was like, well, maybe we could, start caravanning because we had a static up in the lakes.
Correction.
8 p.m. Oh, cool. Are you sat in two different rooms? No, we've got... It looks like it, doesn't it? It's the blind. It's the way the blind is. So then we... Oh, do you want to go and put that? It's just pinging. Yeah, so we started looking, and then it was only when my mum got diagnosed and wouldn't be able to go on holiday anymore that we thought the caravan would definitely be a really good idea. And that's when we spent more time looking into it. But funnily enough, we'd both come to a point where we'd had enough of policing, really, because of the politics of it, and austerity had made it really not much fun anymore. It'd become quite dangerous, and things weren't improving. And
it was always dangerous.
Yeah, it was always dangerous. It was a lot more dangerous. I got some nice black eyes in my time and all sorts. But yeah, we decided that it'd be time to start thinking about something else. And then they brought in what was called a voluntary exit scheme within the police because they needed to save more money. David Bell probably will remember when this came out. And so we decided that was fate, wasn't it?
Because it took the VES.
Yeah, took the voluntary exit, and that was it. And off we went.
And I got denied. I got denied my voluntary exit.
Yeah.
They said I was too skilled.
Yeah, they did. They were glad to see the back of me. I was a trouble causer. Yeah. In fact, yeah, I did. I never really got into trouble, and I never had complaints, apart from one time when I got a bit frustrated in my role because I'd evicted so many people off this estate in Leeds, and we were doing really well, and then the council moved somebody in. Yeah, the council moved somebody in, and this person was a total nightmare, and I was furious, and the residents were obviously very upset. So I wrote a rather scathing letter to the head of Leeds City Council about what I thought about what they'd done, and needless to say, that rolled downhill in my direction at quite a speed, and I got into a bit of trouble for that. But something really good came of it, and they introduced a policy where we were able to have more control over who sort of moved into that sensitive area. So it was really good. But yeah, I had to take a shoeing. I had my yellow pages down my pants for that one. Yeah, I got into trouble. But yeah, other than that, I've had quite a good service. But yeah, so basically we got...
Everybody's saying it's like we're on a split screen.
Yeah, we're not.
It's the quarantine countdown. This is green screen. I'm actually being beamed in here because we can't stand to be with each other anymore after.
Oh, Peter's joined us.
Smooth.
He's got one of his usual comments, bless him. Oh yeah, traffic cops. David's also got a cracking bit of footage of Jules when he was in traffic cops. He sent me it on Twitter, and I can't pull it off, so to speak, David. It's David Bell. Yeah. It's stuck on Twitter. It won't let me take the video off. Otherwise, I'd play it on here because that is hilarious.
No, you wouldn't.
Maybe if you've still got it, if you could send it to us, like in an email or some other format, and then we can play it next week. It's better than Dave Fanning's exercise video. Yeah, so we were leaving, and that's when we actually went off to be wardens on a site, which a lot of you know. Some that haven't followed us for a long time, June 2018. So we left the police the start of May. You finished the end of May, didn't you? And like a week later, we went off to do wardening in Dorset. So, I mean, if anyone's ever thinking about it, we're quite happy to sort of talk to you about that. But yeah, we went off to do wardening. That was on a private site. It wasn't with a club. And we were there from June. And then my mum nosedived sort of end of August, beginning of September, so I had to go home with my mum. You stayed for a bit longer, didn't you?
You met your mum down at where?
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know he'd met you down there. Yeah, that's where we were. My mum had her Bailey there, which I've got loads of pictures of my mum sat with her caravan. It was brilliant, but yeah, I went home and then we both left Wareham the end of October. And then my mum passed away the start of November. And that was it. Then we focused on the channel all last year, didn't we? We funded the channel from some money my mum had left us. And that's sort of what we did last year. And that was sort of rolling into this year, really, wasn't it? I was on Crime Watch once. Hopefully for the right reasons, I'd like to say. So, yeah. But what...
Mr. Ditton, when is the next update on the Airstream?
Yeah, what's happening with the Airstream?
Haven't seen Andrew comment for a little
What's
while.
my dad said? I was worried.
Oh, where was that?
Down a bit, or up that, go that way a bit. No, the other way. Sorry. Yeah,
well, that's at the bottom.
Oh.
So it can only go that way.
Oh, I don't know. I've
Graham,
lost
I
it.
was worried what you might find
out about me. I know all about you, Dad.
Here we
Crikey.
go. We have uncertainty added to the uncertainty to make it more uncertain. Squared.
That's good.
There you go. So yeah. Obviously, everything's upside down at the moment, and nobody knows what's going on.
No, we'll have to wait and see on that one for Andrew. We're all closely following it, though, that's for sure. But at the moment, Glynis is his little partner in crime.
Play herself.
We're going through a wardening process with the Caravan and Motorhome Club before the current crisis. Yeah, I mean, wardening, it's good. Definitely make sure, though, that you've... Well, my advice personally, and I'm sure Andrew would probably agree, is if there's a lot of people that sort of think about going full-time. For me, I'd always say have somewhere to go, because I think some people thought we were just, free roaming and we had nowhere to live. And we always made it very, very clear, as Andrew did, we had a house to go to. All last year, back up at where my dad is in the village, we had our house there. And then we sold that house and we've bought this house here in Somerset. And as we always say, I mean, look what's happened now. There's so many people now that are full-timers that are really struggling, and it must be quite frightening for them.
That's it. If you put yourself in the situation that a lot of people are now, you've got to have a plan B for your mental health, for your physical health, I would say.
Definitely.
You've just got to have somewhere, because you need to also separate yourself from
collapse. I've got to
your
go
work.
now.
So,
bye, guys. I'll get in touch with you about that prize.
So, yeah. So that's our advice. So
Yeah, because, I mean, it's one of those that everyone sort of got this dream that they was going to drive off into the sunset in a motorhome or with a caravan, but I always say you've got to think the next day the sun will come up, so you've got to have a bit of a plan. And at least wardening, it's, employment, you've got your pitch, your warden pitch. So, yeah, you've got that security, really. But I know, like, even now that, even the wardens have been furloughed, haven't they? But and some of them have been staying on sites, which I think the club have allowed them to do because they haven't got homes, some haven't got homes to go to. But yeah, so wardening, it's, I must say, it is good, but it's not a holiday. That's for sure, because it's work. I mean, God, we worked some hours, didn't we, when we were at... Oh, that was so funny, though. So when we were wardening, it was like, we'd gone from being in the police to like them being the proper fun police. And on a night we had to go around and patrol around and ruin everyone's fun by telling them it was time to go to bed, and they got to put fires out and, all this sort of stuff. So one night we're trotting around, and it was late at night. What time did we have to do that? Between like 11 and half 10 and half 11 or something. So we'd headed out. Is that all right? Yeah.
There's a fake collapse.
All right. So well, who knows what real collapse are doing then? So we'd headed out, and we were trotting round, and there was this lad in the woods with his dad, and they were hammered, weren't they? The father could barely stand up. He'd had that much. So Jules is walking around. He's got his torch with him, and then this dad, who's obviously had a few beers and thinks he's 10 men, starts shouting at you to turn your torch off. So Jules had a few words with him about maybe he should go back to his caravan or his tent. Oh, that was it. He turned into the Hulk, did this guy. Obviously didn't realise Jules was quite as big as he was. So you then asserted yourself a little bit. At which point, this lad, bless him, I mean, he must have been about 17, 18. He's pulling his dad away, saying, "No, Dad, leave it, leave it." I thought, yeah, I think you better leave it and just go back. Bless him. That was not average, was it?
Like being back in the job.
Like being back in the police. Like, you're on holiday, you should be enjoying yourselves, not fighting with people in the woods. So...
Let's have a look what Andrew said.
Yeah.
I've always maintained to have a base to be able to run to it if all went wrong. Some people called me a wimp, but it means I've been able
Yeah. Oh, collapse are still here.
to sleep at night recently. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wise words.
Yeah, it is. And it's one of those, and I know we had a few people ask us, the people that have asked us for advice, we have always sort of said the best advice is, even if you rent your house out, make sure you've got, something. And that would be my advice. I wouldn't like to think that I didn't have a home to go to, really. I mean, it's like, if you were suddenly taken ill, where would you go? Because I certainly wouldn't go and stop with my dad. He needs looking after more than we do. So, yeah. Oh, my dad. I tell you what, maybe it's time to embarrass my dad a bit. Oh, yeah, it's... are we getting... So... what's the worst... Who... Not sure about that.
So what you...
Right, so let me just catch up.
What you're saying about...
David's just emailed that footage over. Brilliant. Well,
thanks.
We'll show you that next week. Yeah, so my dad, as you might know, my dad's not got the best mobility, but it's got worse over the years. But do you remember this one, Dad? Yeah. So a few years back now, we lived in Skipton. We'd moved from the village where my dad is. We bought a house over in Skipton, which is only about, 10-minute drive. And we were on early turn, so we were due to get up at 5:30 in the morning. So we'd gone to bed, and about 1:30, my phone starts ringing. So I've sort of come round a bit, picked my phone up, and it's Dad. And I know, as you'll all know, if your dad's ringing you at 1:30 in the morning, this isn't a good sign. So I answered it. I'm like, "Are you all right, Dad?" And he's like, "Oh, no, I'm dying. I'm dying." So I was like, "What do you mean you're dying, Dad?" "I'm dying, this is it. And I'm like, "All right, Dad, we're coming. So I was like, "Quick, get up." So we jump in the car. I think I still have my pyjamas on. So we jump in the car, we fly over to the village, get to my dad's house, I've got my keys, run up to the door. I'm like, "I'm coming, Dad, I'm coming." Unlock the door, throw the door open, and there he is, fully clothed on the hall floor. So straight away I'm thinking, why has he still got his clothes on? It's 1:30 in the morning. Look down, and he is covered in red wine. It is all over him. And I just look down at him, and he says, "This is it. I'm dying. I'm covered in blood." And I was like, "Dad, that's red wine." And then he just sort of went, he suddenly just went, "All right, that's all right then." Yeah. What had happened, Dad? You'd been out to the village pub, they'd got you completely hammered, brought you home, abandoned you in your hallway, and you'd ended up on the floor covered in red wine. Wonderful. So yeah, that was, and I wasn't laughing at that point, was I? We cleaned him up, we mopped the floor, we carried him to bed, and I put him to bed, and I went, "Right, Dad, I'll speak to you tomorrow." And he was just like, yeah, thanks for coming out. I was like, "Thanks for coming out." So yeah, cheers to that, Dad.
So we went and got back into bed for an hour and got up for
we
another
went
10.
home, had an hour's kip, and then had to go back to work. I was just like, it was just like being at work. So yeah, thanks for that, Dad. So yeah, that was my quality father. That was one of many of my... Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you about all the holiday... Did I? I don't think I started on the holiday stories.
No. Before we go into any more stories, somebody's asked... I can't remember, sorry, I saw it drop in. I was going to put it up. To get to the bingo cards, the link is in the description below this. So if you expand the description below, I think it says newsletter and the bingo cards. You can see the PDF. It's at the bottom of the newsletter landing page.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad, you can laugh, Dad. You can laugh. Yeah, and Carla, your friend, she's laughing with you. Carla and my dad are like best buddies. I feel really sorry for Carla because was it like a group? I included Carla in a group with my dad with some pictures, and that's been it. They've been best pals ever since. I do apologise, Carla. I sort of set you up a bit there with my dad, but yeah. So thanks for that one, Dad. Yeah, and you can laugh as well, Lloyd, because what I'm going to do is, with you being not far from my dad, I might give him your number too, so he can call on you in case of emergencies. So yeah, the time I thought...
It's because you don't drink.
I don't drink, Dad, because of you and your carry-ons. Yeah, my mum and dad, oh my God. So years ago, when I first met Jules, I don't think I've told you the story of our first holiday. Night Bob, if that's real Bob. That might not even be real Bob. That could be fake Bob.
Are we going into another story? We're an hour in.
All right.
We're an hour in.
If
you want another story, give us a thumbs up.
Do you want my last story about our first holiday? Well, one of our first there's two stories about holidays together. I can tell you my holiday stories, or we can all go to bed, but not together, if you know what I mean. So it's up to you guys.
People are dropping night.
Yeah, Bob's off.
Night for the bingo next week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the bingo.
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Because people are starting to disappear off.
Well, I'll tell you my holiday stories next time then. See,
that's worked.
Peter's.
Thank you for thumbs up in everybody who's thumbs up.
Peter's excited to hear the holiday stories. See.
Do a quick one.
Okay. Lloyd never answers his phone. Right, so Jules and I...
Or is this the first one?
Yeah, Jules and I, when we first started seeing each other, I booked a holiday. But because I did a lot of stuff with my mum and dad, then I felt obliged that I had to take my mum and dad. And to be fair, they were really... Well, my mum was really good fun. My dad still is generally very good fun.
I'm going to put the bingo board up so I can hide behind with shame and embarrassment.
So we booked... we put it down. I booked a holiday to Lanzarote, not far. Jules, you haven't really been abroad much, had you, up until then? No. So we booked a flight and booked this little bungalow with a pool in Lanzarote. Off we go to the airport, get checked in. Mum and Dad, they're straight into the bar enjoying it. I don't drink, Jules doesn't drink much. Get on the plane, and unfortunately my mum gets seated about 3 rows behind. So there's Jules... me, my dad sat together. My mum's back there somewhere. 4-hour flight to Lanzarote. We land. We're all getting up to go. My mum's not standing up whatsoever. And I'm thinking, this isn't good. Turns out
she's been behind us, getting absolutely paralytic.
She's drunk the whole bar on the aeroplane because she
didn't like flying.
She was scared of flying.
And she was on her own.
She was that drunk she couldn't stand. Jules had to carry my mum off the aircraft. And I'm just thinking... Right, okay, this is a bit embarrassing. We've only been going out, a couple of months maybe, and my boyfriend's carrying my mother off an aeroplane. So he carries her all the way through to the passports, which was just so embarrassing. Gets her into where the carousel is. Poor Jules has to get all the luggage together because my back's no good. I can't lift anything. My dad's legs are no good, so he can't walk very well. We get to the apartment. We get in there. It's quite late at night now. We put my mum into bed and she wants to go to bed with a handbag. So she's clutching a handbag. We all go sit in the lounge. And next thing, we heard this massive thud, like oof. I just thought, oh my God. Go into the bedroom. My mum's now laid out on the tile floor. She's hit the deck. She's still clutching a handbag though. And I just thought, I'm mortified. So yeah, at that point... Well, I actually said to you, didn't I? I said, I'm so sorry. I said, if you never want to see me again, I totally understand. Because the holiday then got worse. Not only did my mum show us up the first night, my dad will still maintain he ate a bad prawn. What I think my dad did was actually get alcohol poisoning. Because he drank so much, he got really ill. Although he still said it was a bad prawn. Was it a bad prawn, Dad? So my dad's then really ill for the last couple of days of the holiday. And when it comes to going home, he's not well, but we're on the plane. We take off, and it turns out that he's been taking blood pressure tablets for a lot of years, and his blood pressure's actually dropped dangerously low. So once we go up at altitude, my dad starts having a fit. My mum's shouting, "Oh, Karina, he's having a fit!" Like this. I'm just like, Oh my God. So I'm like, right, lay him down, lay him down. So we lay my dad out. The air hostess, she comes over and she's like, don't worry, we're going to land in Africa. I'm like, we're not going to land in Africa. Just keep going. It'll be fine. So they gave him some oxygen and we flew back and we landed in Manchester and there's an ambulance waiting. Oh my God. So anyway, he has a bit of a checkup and we're like, yeah, he's fine. So off we all then get in the car. And this was quite late at night again, wasn't it? Drive back from Manchester Airport. It's a couple of hours home. Drop my mum off, drop my dad off. We go home. Oh, I was mortified. So, yeah, that was my first holiday with Jules. And how we ended up married, I will never know. So there we go. That was the holiday from hell. But we're still together. So there we are. Right. On that note, yes, Dad, yes, absolutely.
We're going to call it a draw. Thank you so much again for joining us. As always, Twitter is going to be Monday at lunchtime and Wednesday at lunchtime, all being well for next week. If you fancy that and another live again with the bingo this time next week.
And I think we might do a Twitter competition as well next week.
Twitter comp.
Yeah.
Also, if you're interested, obviously the Camping and Caravanning Club, we are hopefully hosting, if they haven't watched this with all this going on, we'll be booted off, hosting the quiz tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Well, tomorrow afternoon, really, I suppose, 6 o'clock.
Yes, tea time.
On their Facebook account. So
yeah,
please come and join us if you want a little bit of a giggle on there. So that's it from us. Thank you so much for joining us.
And yeah, as long as you email me your bingo cards if you want to be included for the prizes. And I think that is about it.
That's about it.
And thanks obviously to Sid who judged. Well done to everybody that won. Some really good entries.
Get everything sorted out prize-wise. Thank you so much to Ian for blue spannering, spotting all the fake accounts again. It's been a challenge, but you always keep up to it. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right, and on that note...
Yeah, have a great weekend and we will see a few of you on Twitter.
Stay safe out there, thinking of you all.
Stay safe. 3 more weeks to go. We'll see what happens after these 3 weeks, whether there's some easement in the lockdown and fingers crossed, hopefully by summer we may well be back out. Yeah. I hope our Adria is all right. I'm really missing the Adria.
Good night
really
all and...
as always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
Bye guys.
Take care.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.